This video is going to be a continuation video from the last video where I talked about how to extract Unicode values from characters using Python. So hey guys, this is Vishwajit. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So if you have not watched the previous video, I highly encourage you go and watch that. I will talk about the little bit more that I was supposed to talk about in the previous video. So I showed you two functionalities. I showed you two functions, the ORD function and the CHR function. Okay. So I hope you guys know what ORD does and what CHR does. So ORD converts our string characters, or I should say ORD converts our characters into Unicode values, and CHR does the opposite. It converts values into strings. So I want to show few things. So let's suppose I want to do string comparisons, right? Comparisons. So in Python, we already have this. So for example, if I want to compare if is A lesser than B, okay, what do you think is going to be the output? It's going to be true, right? So it's true. So we can do these comparisons in Python. We can't do these comparisons in Java, in C, okay? So in few other programming languages, but Python is really flexible. So we can do this comparison. So this is done based upon Unicode, okay? This is done internally. And I mean, it gets little bit tricky when you put more data into it, okay? So if I do something like this, if a is lesser than AB, so it is still true. Now this comparison is happening based upon lexicographical pattern, or I should say the pattern that you see in dictionaries, okay? So we are not going to talk about this here in this video, but I'm going to talk about only character comparisons, right? This is what we're going to talk about. So if I say if A equals A, it is true. If I say if A equals B, which is false. So we can do this kinds of comparison. So even if you say that this is lexicographically comparing it, yeah, you can say that also, because lexicographically A comes before B, right? And also using Unicode wise, this comes before B. Okay, we'll talk about this Unicode wise. Now, for example, what's the Unicode value of A? So if I do ORD of A, which is 65, right? And if I do ORD of B, okay, I need to put a comma over here. ORD of B, it is 66, right? So obviously, if I do ORD of A less than ORD of B, it is going to be true, right? If I do something like G is lesser than V, then it's going to be false, because the Unicode value of G is 71, which is larger than 66. This is something that I wanted to show in the previous video, but the video went too long, so I'm showing it over here. So in Python, we can also compare strings like this. So for example, if I wanna compare if ORD of maybe A is greater than ORD of maybe, let's suppose, Z, okay, maybe I'll print do something, okay, do something. So else print do something else, okay? So here you can see what is happening. ORD of A is 65. We can verify that ORD of A is 65. ORD of Z is much greater, which is 90. See, 65 and 90. So I said in the previous video, good to remember these values, okay? So ORD of A 65 and this is 90. So we can put a comparison. This is 65 greater than 90, which is false, right? This is false. That's why we are getting this output, the else part. This is being printed. This is what I want to show. So for example, if you want to add maybe ORD of A plus ORD of Z, okay, we can do that. It gives 155 because this returns just numbers, okay. So we can do any kind of comparisons. In the next part I'll show you some of the comparisons, okay, but I'll show you a very interesting example and we'll build an analogy, okay. Upon that I will show you how I can use this string, I mean this functions ord and chr to build something cooler, okay. Where we can use this in day-to-day life, I mean apart from general algorithmic programming, we can use this for encoding our string, okay. For example, let's take a very pretty example and that will give you a very beautiful idea of where we can use this, okay. So let's suppose this is our message, okay. Our message is um, I like you. Okay, I won't go into much into it, but yeah, for the timing, I just did I like you. Fine. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will create new message. Okay. I will type for I for letter in message. Fine. And I'll give this a particular key. Key is 3. I know you guys don't understand. Let's bear with me. Now, what I will do, I'll just do new message msg plus equals, okay, maybe chr of letter. Okay, this will give us a number. Okay, I gave it a single character. It will give me a number. Okay, I will add key to it. Fine, and I will put ord in front of it. Okay, my bad. This should be ord, because this ord takes a letter and it returns a number. So this whole thing is an integer. I'll add a key to it and I will add chr. Now this whole thing is a number. Okay, chr takes a number and it returns a string, and that I'll add to new message. Okay, pretty simple, right? What I will do print new message. Boom. So what I did, I give this message, okay. I encoded it and I got this. Okay. The encoding is very simple. I'll tell you what I did. So I gave people, I mean I gave someone, I should not say people, I gave someone this particular message and I got an encrypted value to it. Okay. Now if there is someone on your end who is actually receiving this message, okay, what he or she can do, so it's like received message is the new message, okay, or I should say received. I'll copy this so that I can show you. Received message is this. Excellent. For letter in message, okay. For letter in message, decode equals to empty. Okay, this is, bear with me, decode plus equal to, now here it will be again, see here it will ord. I need to decode all the letters. minus key. Here we will be doing minus key, and here we will be doing chr. Okay, and I will just print the decode value. Decode. Boom. Okay. This is strange. Ah, this is not message. This should be received message. Boom. Received message. This is the message we received, right? Boom. Now if I do shift enter, boom. I like you. So I mean, I hope most people didn't get, newbies won't get it, but it's like I give you a message, you can encode it. Now see, this doesn't make any sense, right? No one can understand, okay, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Now I can share with someone and they can decode it with my key and the message. Okay, excellent. So yeah, so how I did it, I'll show you. So generally the thing is, when I do ORD of A, okay, I get 65, right? Now how can I move from A to B? How can I maybe I want to shift from A to B? Okay, so now you know the value of ORD of B, right? You know the value of ORD of B. It is 66. Okay. Now you know how I can get B back, right? So if I give CHR of B, CHR of 66, okay, I get B. So I gave ORD of B, I got 65. I gave CHR of 66, I got B. Simple, right? Pretty simple. Now, what I can do when I do ORD of A, let me give some more screen. When I do ORD of A, okay, I get 65. I will this is a number. I can add 1 to it. This becomes 66. Okay. Now I can change, this whole thing is 66, right? This whole thing is 66. That's why it's written 66 over here. Now I can convert this whole thing into CHR. Okay. CHR, it takes a number. This whole thing resolves to a number, right? This whole thing is 66. Now I give 66 to CHR. This whole thing is 66. I give 66 to CHR, and it will return me B. That's all I did. If I do ORD of plus 2, I get C. Plus 3, I get D. Plus 10, I get K. If I do ORD of 27, I hope I'm not wrong. It is 27. I am wrong. So if I do ORD of 26, okay, still I'm wrong. I think it's 32. Yeah, if I do ORD A of 32, yep, I am back to, so I should say I am going towards small letters. So likewise, if I have capital letter B and if I add 30 to it, I am going back to small b. If I do capital letter Z, I end up plus 32, I go back to small z. So as I said, ORD of Z, it returned as a number. I added 30 to it, I got small z. Okay. So the relation is very simple. So if I do ORD of capital letter A, okay, we get 65. And if I do ORD of small a, I get 97, right? So now if I do 97 minus 65, I get, okay, my bad, 65, I get 32. This is the difference. This is the difference. This is small a, this is capital A. We have 32 letters in between. So I just added 32 to it. I hope I'm not confusing. I just added 32 characters, I should say 32 to it, 32 to the value of capital letter A, okay, and it moved me from capital letter A to small a. Fine, that's all. So using this, we can encode, decode messages. We can make it more complex. This video is getting very long and very complex, I guess. So I hope this video was helpful and informative and fun. So if you like this video, do press that like button, and I'm going to see you in an awesome upcoming programming video.